On 19th, 20th and 21st, Moon will be in Sagittarius zodiac sign. Moon will meet a direct Mercury in this particular zodiac, and so there will be a mind and emotion combination somewhere where Moon and Mercury comes together in one house of Dharma, the Dhanu Rashi. Now it is a very important time when you can balance your mind, balance your emotions, think with crystal clarity, think with a lot of in the terms of mathematics, but yet it's like an amalgamation, a fusion of mind, heart and soul. Sun and Venus will be in the second house and Saturn has just entered the third house. So it is more like an experiment. Mind is still trying to figure out what's right and what's wrong. So you will be in a very high analytical phase during these couple of days. It's a good time for traders. It's a good time for people who are into the Mercurian business, the business of transaction, trade, commerce. But any transaction, any communication done on the basis of emotional outburst is only going to create more trouble for you, because Sun and Venus in the second house might create relationship issues. Saturn in the third is asking you to practice restraint. So even when you want to speak something, you have to hold your words back and carefully understand the consequence of your action, the consequence of your words. But otherwise, Jupiter's placement in Pisces, Moon movement in Sagittarius, Rahu's stronghold in Aries, and Mars's stronghold in Taurus now, because Mars is no longer retrograde, talks about your efforts to solve your problem, your efforts to fight your enemies. It's a good time to be in a competitive spirit, especially if you are a student, if you are giving a competitive examination. These 2-3 days can give you that extra leverage, because any planning done during these couple of days will give you an extra edge, especially if your Mars is strong in your birth chart. This is a good time to fight for a tender. This is a good time to involve in a project where there is firefighting involved, and you will come out victorious. It's all about mindset. Remember, we are discussing a moon transit, and when we discuss moon transit, we discuss how the planets will impact your mind, not what will actually happen. Well, there is I will say, clutch and engine kind of combination between mind and reality. Sometimes reality is positive, but you may perceive negatively. Sometimes you are perceiving positively even when the reality is negative. And sometimes it is 1:1, positive to positive, negative to negative. Totally depends upon your own horoscope, how moon is influenced. So you have to use this time to see the true reality, because moon meets Mercury, emotion meets brain. Just that you can be also confused, and you can apply emotions at places where you need your mind, and you can apply your mind, your analytical skills in places where you have to be a bit emotional. So that is one area where the confusion will come, and therefore it can impact marriage, it can impact things which can hurt your relationships. Traveling is on the cards. You can plan your travel with your spouse during this time, and this will be a great little period which will give you a very happy vibe if you are in a friendly environment, if you are with friends, if you are planning something joyful and positive in the future. Also, you will have to understand that Rahu is going to influence this moon from the 5th house, and Ketu will be in the 11th, which means the appetite of the mind will also increase. You will apply all sorts of manipulation and all sorts of mind games with yourself to push yourself into a situation where you would want to do something big about yourself. Maybe you're unhappy with the money that you have, maybe you're unhappy with the position or power. Something negative happens in your office or in the workplace that triggers that emotion. Catch those triggers and wait for the right time. Do not react in these 2 days. Otherwise, this may end up in humiliation, more frustration, and Rahu will make you believe that you know, but when you will actually face the situation, Saturn in the 3rd house will teach you your capacity and your limits. So you need to understand your limits. And if something is not possible, means it's not possible. Does not matter how much you feel it's possible. This is not the time to take the leap of faith. This is the time to be grounded, be practical, and chant Purusha Suktam, Vishnu Sahasranam, or simply Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Thank you. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, Namaste.